Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm Dr. S.K. Singh, and I'm delighted to have you here. Today, we'll be discussing concurrent validation specifically for semi-solid and liquid formulations manufacturing. Over the course of this session, we'll explore the key aspects of validation processes, best practices, and practical insights. I look forward to sharing valuable information with you all. Let's get started. Now, let's talk about concurrent validation. This is a process where validation activities are performed during routine commercial production. Essentially, it means we're validating the process while the product is actively being manufactured and sold. This approach provides real-time assurance of product quality, especially for semi-solid formulations like creams, gels, and ointments, as well as liquid formulations such as solutions, suspensions, and syrups. One of the key advantages here is that it helps us ensure that the products meet quality standards without disrupting the ongoing supply. It also allows us to stay compliant with good manufacturing practices and meet regulatory expectations. Overall, concurrent validation is a practical, efficient way to maintain high quality and compliance, all while keeping production smooth and continuous. Let's take a closer look at when to consider using concurrent validation. First, we typically see this approach in situations where there's an urgent patient supply need or a high market demand. In such cases, speed becomes critical to meet patient needs promptly. Another scenario is when we have limited manufacturing history or experience with new formulations. Since these are relatively new processes, we might not have enough data to fully validate through traditional methods, making concurrent validation a practical option. We also consider this approach when only minor formulation or process changes are made. These small adjustments usually don't require a complete revalidation, but we still need to ensure quality and compliance. Lastly, if the situation involves regulatory-approved processes with strong prior knowledge, we can leverage that existing understanding to justify concurrent validation. This approach helps streamline the process without compromising on safety or quality. Overall, these points highlight that concurrent validation is best suited for urgent, low-risk, or well-understood scenarios where timely production is essential. Let's take a closer look at some of the key regulatory guidance documents that shape our approach to process validation. First, we have the U.S. FDA Process Validation Guidance from 2011, which emphasizes the importance of establishing a solid understanding of manufacturing processes and ensuring consistent quality. Next, the EU GMP Annex 15 focuses on qualification and validation, highlighting the need for thorough documentation and risk management throughout the validation lifecycle. We also have the ICH Q8, Q9, and Q10 guidelines, which provide a comprehensive framework for quality by design, risk management, and continuous improvement, helping us integrate quality into every stage of development and manufacturing. Additionally, the WHO Technical Report Series offers global perspectives and standards to ensure product quality across different regions. A common thread across all these references is the emphasis on process reproducibility and product quality. They promote a risk-based approach, enabling us to prioritize efforts based on potential impact and ensure consistent, safe, and effective products. Overall, these regulatory references guide us to adopt best practices that align with international standards and facilitate compliance in our validation strategies. Let's start by understanding some of the key terms. QTPP, or Quality Target Product Profile, defines what we want our product to achieve in terms of quality, safety, and efficacy. CQAs, or Critical Quality Attributes, are the specific properties that must be maintained to ensure that QTPP is met. CMAs, or Critical Manufacturing Attributes, are process-related factors that can influence these quality attributes. And CPPs, or Critical Process Parameters, are the key variables we need to control during manufacturing. Next, we establish clear acceptance criteria for these parameters. This means setting specific limits or conditions that must be met to ensure product quality. It's essential because it provides a measurable standard for success. Real-time monitoring of critical parameters is another vital element. By keeping an eye on these parameters during production, we can quickly identify and address any deviations, helping us maintain consistent quality throughout each batch. Robust documentation and QA oversight are also crucial. Maintaining thorough records and having quality assurance involved ensures traceability and accountability, which helps prevent issues and supports continuous improvement. Finally, verifying batch-to-batch consistency is key. This process confirms that every batch meets the established quality standards, ensuring reliability and customer trust over time. All these elements, defining parameters, setting criteria, monitoring, documentation, and verification, collectively form the foundation of effective concurrent validation, which is central to maintaining high-quality manufacturing processes. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the critical process steps involved in OSD manufacturing. First, we start with weighing and dispensing of raw materials. This step is fundamental because accurate measurement ensures the quality and consistency of the final product. Any deviation here can impact efficacy or safety, so precision is key. Next, we move on to mixing, blending, and homogenization. This is where we combine all the raw ingredients to create a uniform mixture. Proper mixing guarantees that each dose contains the right amount of active ingredients and excipients, which is essential for product performance. Then, if applicable, we proceed to heating or cooling. This step can be necessary for certain formulations to achieve the desired consistency or stability. Temperature control during this phase is critical to maintain product integrity. Following that, we have filling and packaging. Here, the product is filled into its final containers, which must be done under strict hygienic conditions to prevent contamination. Packaging not only preserves the product, but also provides important information and protection during storage and transportation. Finally, labeling and storage are crucial. Proper labeling ensures traceability and compliance with regulations, while appropriate storage conditions help maintain product stability and efficacy until it reaches the patient. These steps are all interconnected and vital to ensuring the safety, quality, and effectiveness of the final pharmaceutical product. Understanding these processes helps us appreciate the complexity behind bringing a medication from raw materials to the patient's hands. Now, let's take a closer look at the critical quality attributes, or CQAs, that are essential for ensuring product quality. First, we have assay and potency, which tell us how much active ingredient is present and how effective it is. Content uniformity is also crucial because we need to make sure each dose delivers the same amount of active substance. Viscosity and rheology are important, especially for formulations that require specific flow properties for proper administration. pH and stability are key to maintaining product integrity over time. And if applicable, microbial limits and sterility are vital to ensure the product is safe from contamination. Moving on to critical process parameters, or CPPs, these are the controllable factors during manufacturing that impact CQAs. Mixing speed and time need to be optimized to achieve uniformity. Temperature control is essential to prevent degradation or unwanted reactions. Homogenization pressure influences particle size and stability. Fill volume accuracy ensures consistency in dosing, and controlling viscosity and pH during manufacturing helps maintain product quality throughout the process. Overall, understanding and tightly controlling these critical parameters and attributes is fundamental to delivering a safe, effective, and high-quality product. They are the bridge between our process and the final quality that our patients rely on. Now, let's take a closer look at batch manufacturing records, or BMRs. These are essential documents that capture every detail of the manufacturing process for each batch, ensuring traceability and compliance. In addition, we have in-process controls, or IPCs, along with test results, which help us monitor the process in real time and ensure quality at every stage. Real-time monitoring allows us to detect deviations as they happen, so we can address issues promptly and prevent batch failures. Once the batch is complete, the QA team reviews all the data, performs a thorough review, and grants batch approval, confirming that everything meets our quality standards. Finally, a summary validation report is prepared for each batch, providing a comprehensive overview of the process validation. Throughout this process, data collection and documentation are vital. They serve as the backbone of our quality assurance system, ensuring accuracy, consistency, and compliance across every batch we produce. On this slide, I want to emphasize that all critical quality attributes, or CQAs, are maintained within the predefined limits we established during development. This is crucial because it shows our processes are consistently producing quality products. Additionally, our critical process parameters, or CPPs, are kept within validated ranges, which means we've proven that these process variables stay within the bounds that ensure product quality and safety. It's also important to highlight that we haven't encountered any critical deviations during this period, indicating that our processes are stable and under control. All of these points together demonstrate our strong compliance with regulatory requirements, which is fundamental to maintaining trust and meeting industry standards. Finally, meeting the acceptance criteria is our key goal. It shows that we are consistently delivering products that meet quality expectations and regulatory standards, reinforcing the overall integrity of our manufacturing process. Ensuring an uninterrupted product supply is critical for maintaining customer trust and meeting market demands. When we implement concurrent validation, we can better guarantee that our production processes are consistent and reliable, even under real-world commercial conditions. This consistency not only helps us meet regulatory requirements, but also reduces the time it takes to bring new products to market. By validating processes as we develop them, we avoid delays later in the product lifecycle. Additionally, concurrent validation supports the scientific assurance of quality, providing robust evidence that our processes consistently produce products that meet quality standards. Overall, these advantages help streamline our development timelines, improve process reliability, and ensure our products are safe and effective for consumers. Now, let's talk about some of the risks and limitations involved in product release. First off, it's important to understand that the release is conditional on the validation outcome. This means we can't move forward until we've confirmed that all validation criteria are met. Additionally, a robust prior process understanding is essential. Without a clear grasp of the processes involved, it's difficult to ensure quality and consistency. This is particularly important because higher regulatory scrutiny is often involved, especially in regulated industries like pharmaceuticals or biotech. It's also worth noting that this approach isn't suitable for high-risk or highly sensitive formulations unless we have sufficient data to support their safety and efficacy. Rushing or skipping steps here could lead to serious issues down the line. In summary, while this process offers many benefits, we need to be mindful of these risks and limitations to ensure successful and compliant product releases. Now, let's talk about the importance of compiling batch-wise validation reports. This step allows us to review each batch's performance comprehensively, helping us identify any patterns or issues that might need attention. By analyzing these reports, we can track trends in critical quality attributes, or CQAs, and critical process parameters, or CPPs, which are essential for ensuring consistent product quality. Based on our findings, it's crucial to update our standard operating procedures, or SOPs, as well as our control strategies and documentation. Keeping these current ensures everyone is aligned with the latest process insights and regulatory requirements. Next, we need to plan for continued process verification, or CPV. This ongoing monitoring is vital to confirm that our process remains in a state of control over time, supporting sustained product quality. Finally, post-validation activities are an integral part of the process. They help us maintain the improvements, address any emerging issues, and ensure that our process continues to meet both regulatory standards and our quality expectations. All these steps are interconnected and reinforce our commitment to a robust, reliable manufacturing process that consistently delivers high-quality products. Now, as we come to the final slide, I want to highlight the importance of concurrent validation in both semi-solid and liquid manufacturing processes. This approach is crucial because it helps us ensure that our products maintain consistent quality throughout production. When we validate concurrently, we're able to catch potential issues early, which enhances process reliability and helps us stay compliant with GMP standards. This proactive validation not only safeguards product integrity, but also enables us to meet market demands in a timely manner. In essence, it supports our overall goal of delivering safe, effective products efficiently. So, by integrating concurrent validation into our manufacturing practices, we're reinforcing quality, compliance, and supply chain resilience, key themes we've discussed throughout this presentation. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions or need additional assistance. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. Remember, we're here to help you succeed, so don't hesitate to get in touch if needed.